It looks like there's some more stability now. Hey, Aaron. Frederick. Why did my phone go off? I'm just gonna give people a few minutes to get in here again. I did reset the router. It seems like that might have been the solution to the problem. Hello, Fabio. If that solved the problem, my stress levels are going to go through the floor. Let's go into the go live screen. This is what broke it last time. We good this time, boys. We good this time. Kind of. It's more stable, at least. It's stable enough to stream. How am I? Ah, good now. Ernie, hello. We have some form of stability. Is that a Zetter? No, it's an Ursus. Faye would be very disappointed in you mixing up a Zetter for an Ursus. You saw the thumbnail, you were like, how? And then you saw it was me. Yeah. Combine's still up there. You can see the Combine in the distance. I didn't realise the LOD on the Combine was that good. Oh, that's amazing. They look quite similar? No, they don't. Ursus says Ursus on the front and Zetter says Zetter on the front. Two completely different words. I didn't realise you could see the Combine from down here. Welcome back, Pa and Paul. I'm hoping people navigate their way to the correct stream, by the way, because doing two screws the YouTubes with the moo. Am I playing Herbicide? Yes, because you need to with seasons, because otherwise you get weeds in your grass. Chad Yellow. I completely forgot that herbicide was the thing you needed to do to grass with seasons. I can't remember if it's base game or not, but it's definitely with seasons you need to, you know, be a bit careful with the herbicide. Or a bit, not careful, a bit generous with the herbicide, I guess. Let's pick up more herbicide, because I want to do field 2 as well. You turn weeds off in seasons. Why would you do that? Like, why would you intentionally reduce the amount of work you can do in seasons? Because half the fun is having something to do all the time. Is going to fertilize the grass, your speedy grass seasons. Yeah, I'm going to fertilize the grass afterwards. I just need to get some herbicide down to make sure weeds don't become a problem first. Oh, good now. Yeah, fixed it now, Massey. I know that some of you weren't noticing the buffering in the first attempt. There was buffering in the first attempt. It was bad. It was so bad that I got stressed and started to go on a short fuse. You turn weeds off for the first year season, though? No! Oh, weeds are half the fun. Also, we are definitely not in a drought. Let's get the lobster out and check. 24% moisture. Kind of actually droughty. See if the corn weeds will go. They will not, because I do not have corn planted yet. It has also just occurred to me that this is not FS19, or even, this is old style grass. There is no field here. See you, Aaron. Got a big surprise on Monday from your dad? Ooh. I hope it was the good kind of surprise and not the bad kind. Nobody needs the bad kind of surprise. What about weeds and the oats? They've been dealt with, Bradley. I have dealt with the oats already. Dragon Skies, you! Hello. It's just the corn and field 7 needed to be done. Field 2 seemingly is not correct. I'll fix that in the winter. 11 grand inheritance? Nice! That's enough to buy nearly a whole car. Oh, prices are too high now for, like, everything. Not when I make jokes like that. I'm making fun of the prices of everything now, not the amount of money you get. Because, well, everything is just a rip-off. It's 2019. Nothing is priced in a logical manner that, you know, people might actually buy things. Shame you don't drive? Well, it's enough to probably learn to drive. Yannis got a surprise today too. Smacked in the face by a bit of wood. The tree just wanted to hug you, Yannis. It wanted a hug. Why did you not let it hug you? Great Amanda, what's the story about Amori stores? Yes, that joke is back. That guy's landed here for 600 quid 3 years ago, he's still driving it. I mean, my dad gets his cars for free, because they're work cars. So, yeah. Which is, it's honestly kind of great, because my man now has, like, a brand new car every couple of years. Because we don't have to, like, we don't have the expense of trying to run 2 cars, pretty much. Because my dad's is run by the company, so Mumbo Dave gets a new car before she has to go for NCT. And it works out cheaper. Rugged your nose hard enough that it looks like you got hit by a puck on the nose. That's possibly an improvement, Yanis. Cut half your finger off. Last month in woodwork. NCT. Oh, Bradley, you're from the UK. Basically the Irish form of the MOT. Wait, this field's fully fertilized. What am I doing? This field is good. It is ready. It is prepared. These are the other fields I must do. Dad used to get a free Defender every 3 years in his old job. Nice. Does other in-game represent my weather in real life? No, not really, because the rain's vertical. In real life, it's much closer to horizontal. David Ben, hello. Part of Tip My From, the part that is in County Tipperary. I'm not gonna say. There is enough evidence on the channel for you to... Oh god, the traffic's done the thing again! Oh god, I've done the thing again. There's enough evidence on the channel for you to figure out where in Tip I am. Put it that way. I just choose not to reveal officially where I'm at. Got a new G29 shifter for 180 from Curry's yesterday. Nice! Thought Oxy fixed the traffic. Problem is, with the traffic in Farm Sim, is it sometimes just does that anyway, Paul. It's not something that Oxy can fix. It's a game issue. It happens whenever you change the speed at all. I think Oxy's got the traffic going slightly faster than it usually does, possibly. But even then, like, default speed, the traffic sometimes just does that. Especially at, you know, T-junctions and stuff. Traffic doesn't know how to work in Farm Sim. Okay, next question. Is this actually fertilizing? It is not. I am wasting my time. That spot probably did get fertilized. Let's get rid of the weed. Yeah, that spot got fertilized, but the field is not. It is seasons ready for consoles, Paul. The two Oxy maps that are seasons ready on console are Lone Oak and Shamrock Valley. The rest, you basically need to wait until he gets an update out. Marvel and Oakfield, I think he said he's going to update both of those in the near future. Hey, Oxy. You can confirm that now that he sees. Oh God, not again. Every time I come near. Oh God. I fixed it. It's fine. Oh dear. Clotheslined. That was more of a lariat though, Tiernan, I'm gonna be honest. Right, let's see if I can stop the tractor number one. This is the danger tractor because it has no brakes. Somebody was asking me that yesterday. It is definitely danger tractor. Right. Let's go and see if we're doing any difference here. We are not. Well, that's good. Hello, Alex. I have fixed my internets. I think the console guys are happy that they're finally able to play Shamrock as I think they were hoping to, which is seasons, a butt ton of mods, maybe some John Deeres and class tractors. Have I seen Lad Baby's new Christmas song? I don't think so. I should probably show you guys once again what I did last night, because we do have quite a few more people in than we did earlier. So last night I spent about half an hour messing about in the placeable area, because I wanted to build a yard pretty much just for bales. Just for getting bales and animal feed together, or cow feed together. And I came up with this. Oh yeah, there's also a seed maker there because I'm lazy and it's much easier to use a seed maker. I came up with this. With these three sheds, I like these three sheds. These are everything in this is on the mod hub, barring the feed mixer, which I got from Yes Mods. But these three sheds are actually silage bunkers, but you can use them as normal sheds just as easily. So that's where I'm going to be storing the bales, these three. And then I've got some storage if ever I get too many vehicles for the main yard. Anyway, to lower the price of hired help, you can turn off all the refill options, and that's about it. Like, hired help is very, very buffering. That's on your end, Paul. Hired help is very expensive in Farm Sim. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be something that you use more towards kind of an end game period. I drive worse than Landy. Beskell. I drive way worse than Landy. He makes fun of my driving. Hey, Donny boy. Right, what's in here? Manure. Who would have thought? Those shed seasons ready? All sheds are, as long as they've got... So one fun thing that Seasons does is it looks at tip calls on sheds and puts Seasons masks onto them. So those sheds are completely Seasons friendly. It only gets complicated on a map because you have to manually put that on a lot of the time. We should snow and roofs though. That'd be nice. That'd be maybe something for FS21. By the way, here's our monument to farming. May or may not have had an incident involving the silage pit and a combine yesterday. Where did I put the scorpion? Oh, it's there. Because I need to fast forward time again soon. Seeing as the corn's decided not to grow. Cows are pretty good for food for now. How did that even happen? It fell off the end of the silage pit and... Well, I had to push it off the end of the silage pit because I got stuck. And it ended up nose down. Was I using the cut? Yes! If you've been around this channel for any length of time, you know that I've got a habit of using combines to compact silage because they're actually really good at it. They're actually among the best vehicles in-game to use to compact silage. Alright, let's get this on to 2,000 times. And just check... Well, the rain's stopping at least, which is nice. Oh no, the wind's picked up, look! The wind, the rain is going more... Oh, the wind's just picked up and gone insane. Hello, James! I'm doing good, how are you? Are they in 17? Are what in 17? Can't remember if growth stages trigger every, or potential growth stages trigger every day or every 3 days in seasons, or every like seasons cycle change. How the what the crap? No, I didn't want to pick up the manure from the. What headphones am I using? Logitech G430s. Apparently, you can pick manure up from the other side of the wall, just there with the Scorpion. Or I guess with any telehandler. That's an interesting problem to have. The harvesters clamping silage? Oh dude, just use any combine. They are so heavy that they're really efficient at clamping silage. I used them as far back as 17. The bigger the harvester, the better it is. Compared to like a tractor. I'm just gonna zip up and check the corn status. Which is kind of a reason that I just fast forward into the next day. Could have just gone to the menu and checked, but I mean this is much more involved. Growth germinated. Okay, we have germination. The corn is growing. We have official confirmation the corn is going to grow. Fantastico. That is good news. Right, next on the agenda. Oh, fun thing. If you're on Shamrock and you're wondering where do the cows take the grass from, you see this big square of grass that isn't quite grown? This is where the cows eat the grass from. That's where the grazing mod works in Shamrock Valley. Let's also just top up the TMR. Shouldn't need much of a oh god, it needs a lot of a top up. Listen to those footsteps when you're running. Yeah, they are quite hilarious. You're not supposed to be able to run this fast, to be fair. So it's this is a cheat that I'm using effectively, but it's a convenience cheat. At least you can mow the rest of it. No, why would I mow the rest of the plot? Right, I need more TMR. I also need more straw. So I'm going to do a trick that I did last night. Which is cheating quite hilariously. Like the new animal settings. The new animal menu in Seasons is fantastic. I genuinely love it. Right, you are good there. You can turn off. Free silage bales? I don't need free silage bales. I've got enough silage to make about a year's worth of animal feed. Roughly. So one of the nice things with Seasons is you can work out how much silage you need. So, for example, I need 287,610 litres a year of feed. Silage is roughly about a third of that. And we have 180,000 litres of silage. Which is actually more than enough, and I don't need to cheat the silage in. This is actually great. You have the same mixer as that in real life. So, there you go. So I thought the mixer was fictitious. Fictional. Fictional-licious. Fictional-licious. Delicious. Hay grass and straw are free from the buy anything silo. I don't like the buy anything silos. They're also free if I just use the cheat menu. But now that I have legit silage, I'm going to use legit silage. Oh, the one that I have parked up in under the feed mixer, the Keenan? I know that one's real. But the giant mechanical one I think is fictional. Am I able to refill the Scorpion? No. I told Landy about this last night. He told Silver. Silver spoke to Chris from Giants. And Chris said, because of course everything has to go through like 5 levels of separation here. Chris said to Silver, who said to Landy, who said to me, that there is a patch for Platinum ready to go. I have no idea why it's not get out yet. But it is ready to go, and long story short, nobody really knows when the patch is going to be released. It is incredibly stupid that the patch hasn't been released. Like, there wasn't even a hotfix for the Scorpion, because... yeah, it's a like, how did that slip through the cracks? That's a pretty big error. Thanks for letting you know. I was wondering. Yeah, no. Lanley didn't believe me when I told him at first. He had to go check it himself. But what I'll do when the Scorpion runs dry is I'll just straight up, I'll cheat in money and replace it with a new Scorpion. It doesn't bother me all that much that that's the thing I have to do temporarily. You know, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. I don't know how it happened. And I don't know why it hasn't been hotfixed yet. You know, I'll praise Giants all day and all night about Platinum because I love class. But that's a problem that really is kind of... Why has it not been fixed? Because it should have been like a day one, oopsie, here's a hotfix kind of fix. Hey, Matty and Kian. Yeah, Yanis got punched by a tree earlier today. There we go. Easy to controls. You're correct, Black Devil. I knew there was a refueling option. I couldn't remember what it was called. It's refill vehicle, isn't it? Thank you. It's a monument of the farm. Dominic. I enjoy how it literally just landed like that. Like, I didn't have to set that up to do the specific, you know, I didn't have to do anything particularly specific to it. It just kind of landed like that. We are going to be using easy dev controls in a second to get some straw and hay together. And... oh... not happy. Hey, hard find. Your legs are in pain. My back's screwed up. So I mean, I'm sure between all of chat we have one working body at least. Let's get some straw. Actually some hay first, because I think I passed straw. Can you get that Christmas card this year? Maybe. Nah. To be fair, this year I'm like trying to do a million things at once. I'm trying to keep myself busy, and it's both working and not working at the same time. Right, that's that filled with hay. There's mixing chaff, wood chip, silage, grass windrow, straw. Right, that should produce, I think, about 30,000 liters of TMR now. And I need more straw for the cows. Next year I'm hoping on being even busier, Matty. I have plans for 2020. That I'm hoping will work. I just... They're plans for 2020, but I'm planning on... I'm gonna start on them, like, now-ish. Next couple of days. In fact, I should have started on them yesterday. But... other things got in the way yesterday, which were very inconvenient. And here we see the class dominator in its natural habitat, vertical in a field. Oftentimes, people think the class dominator is supposed to be horizontal in a field of grains, but no. Its true natural habitat is vertical in a field full of cows. People say that I can't make jokes. I'm quite pleased with this mini yard that I made. Like, I'm genuinely quite pleased at how this worked out. Can't wait for Flight Sim 2020, neither can I. Like, it's one of those things that I'm just hyped for. I'm actually hyped for 3 different flight sims that are coming out next year, which are amazing. It's amazing. The original dev of Kerbal Space Program is working on Balsa... Is it Balsa Wood Flight Simulator? Which is basically the Kerbal Space Program flight sims, which I'm really looking forward to. That should be a hell of a lot of fun. There's Dead Stick, which is a bush flight sim, which should be a hell of a lot of fun because it's got kind of an economy system built in. And it should, it should be enjoyable. A completely different style of flying to what I usually do. I'll probably do some stuff with that on the channel. And of course there's Flight Sim 2020, which is going to be my big boy flight sim. Alongside Explain, probably at least for a while. Waiting for Straw Harvest DLC for FS19. I'm gonna be real honest here. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to Straw Harvest or not. Because I like the idea behind it, yeah, 110%. It's a cool idea. But the big issue really was the way that it released in 17. Like, it was broken for months. In 17, there were major problems that were discovered pre-release by, the guys that had it. And nothing was done for several months. It was kind of left abandoned, and that's not something you should be doing with your paid add-ons. If it's a mod, yeah, that's fine. Leave it for once and leave it broken. Why not? Then nobody's getting, nobody feels like they've wasted money, but I mean, with a paid add-on, that's not as... It's going to be free. Are you sure about that, Tiernan? Insert John Cena gif here. Are you sure about that? I wonder if it'll be free or paid. That's what I'm wondering. Now, I've heard whispers that the distribution method will be different this time around. I don't know what that means. It could mean that it is going to be free. It could mean that it's going via Giants. It could mean a million different things. How am I? I'm doing good. Confirmed by Giants that it will be free? I mean, if it's free, then I'm looking forward to it because there's free extra things to do with seasons. Because that was one of the things that Landy loved about it. If it's free, then I'm 100% behind that. Like, regardless of my opinions in 17, like, they're all... You might notice my opinions in 17 were all, hey, it's paid, it should be better quality. Hey, it's paid this, hey, it's paid that. Hey, if it's free, I can't really complain. Should do a multiplayer series 7 flag again? Didn't Silver do a video on it being free? I doubt it, because... Fun fact, that mysterious source that I mentioned a minute ago was Silver. I was talking to him last night about it. Why is Seasons free? I thought it had a Seasons Pass. Oh my god. 2019, that is a terrible joke. I love it. No, the animals menu is now in here. Check Creative Missions Facebook, it's with Giants this time. That is brilliant. Silver mustn't have had the most up-to-date information when I was talking to him yesterday. Granted, we were mainly talking about it might have been yesterday, it might have been the day before. The new animals menu of Seasons is so nice. You're in truck. The season pass is for DLC, not for Seasons. Seasons is a mod, believe it or not. Hello, idea. Like, Seasons isn't technically made by Giants. It's made in conjunction with Giants, for sure. They have an inside guy. But it's not actually made by Giants. He has a full video on it. Oh, okay. Hey, DMCC. Where did I put the scorpion? It's over there. Should I... I mean, I'm gonna have to move the manure. By the way, I'm collecting up all the manure because it's gonna be so easy to get free manure. Like, this is free money from crops. It's raining again. Hey, look, I complain about Creative Mesh a lot because I complain about a lot of stuff. When's the next Explain flight? It will be on... Not Sunday. It'll be at some point next week, possibly Monday. Sunday's going to be MP. Bear in mind that next week is going to be a really weird non-schedule week. Because of the whole Christmas thing. The next 2 weeks, in fact, will be... There's still technically a silage in. I'm going to dump the silage on top of the manure. This action cannot be performed here. Well, then it can be performed here. Here you go, cow, have some silage, because I need to get the manure out. Nom. Which geo am I using? Default. Default geo is pretty... Like, it's based on the general area around Oakfield this time around. Paul, how did you misread Tiernan's name as Tyman? I'm curious. So, like, default geo is good for any UK or Irish map in Seasons. I know that some people want really specific geos, but I mean, I'm quite happy with a very rough area. It's like, it's close enough. Using the Cork Geo for Shamrock. I didn't know there was a Cork Geo. But like, 100% serious, any UK and Ireland geo is going to be fine with Shamrock. Default is a UK geo, so default seasons, perfect. You don't need to get very fancy pants with it. Right, let's see how we're doing here with the cows. Good for grass, good for everything pretty much. They need to be cleaned out. Hello, Traff. Using your Traff account today, I see. Nom. You have the new JCB loader. We've made that GG nice mod. I don't care for it. Not because I think it's bad, just because I don't feel like I need another wheel loader. Yeah, nothing against the matter. Appreciate the work they put in. It looks amazing. I just don't care for it because I don't feel the need to have it at all. I am pretty good indeed. Right. Has the corn started to sprout yet? Because I really need the corn to sprout now. So this field needs lime, but I can't do a whole hell of a lot. Corn has not started to sprout, but it is germinated. So I guess... accidentally turning on a tractor. I guess all I can really do is just skip forward into midsummer and then try and work from there. You might notice, by the way, that I'm being a bit more cautious with the cows and like doing it one day at a time now, as opposed to attempt 1 at Shamrock, which was just skip forward until the next major point and let the cows die. We'll deal with this overnight. It's summer now, which means the corn should now have sprouted. We'll just bring it through till morning. And that should do. The fact that it didn't need to sync time is slightly worrying. Then again, I've only skipped forward 1 day, so I guess it makes sense that it didn't need to, in a way. Where's the scorpion gone? I need the scorpion. Scorpion! Your job is to clean out the cows. Should you choose to clean out the cows, you clean out the cows. Cleaning out the cows. Stop. Una bucketa. I love how the cows react to the manure. You skip a night and needs to sink, they might have changed it though. Yeah, I'm slightly concerned by the fact I didn't need to sink, to be honest. So, it's looking increasingly like it would be a good idea to just use the manure for fertilizer next time around, for like year 2. Because I'm gonna have a hideous amount of it. Considering this is just 6 days worth of collection. Effectively. Less! No, about that actually. Doing a crash counter again? Oh dear. That ends well all of the time. Right, mandatory... Actually, let's go up here and just check on how this is doing. It's out of silage, but it has produced 33,000 litres of TMR, which is great. It's actually roughly what I was expecting. How many cows do I have? 50. 5-0. I can totally run 50 cows in this, like, with these fields. It's sprouted. Let's go. We have to do all of the work now. Quickly, quickly, quickly. All of the work needs to be done with the corn now. Looking forward to Project Fly before... I've not been using Project Fly much lately. I've been using, like, Simbrief for the most part and just going ham. I did use Project Fly for the last flight I did in the World Tour, which is great because I had to do... actually had to return to... the departure airport. Due to a technical issue that I may or may not have caused. I might need more herbicide. I'm flying? No, I'm farming. Flying is when I'm in X-plane. Other flight sims are, of course, available. You look all your flights in Project Fly no matter what. Fertilizing needs done. It does. That's going to be the next job, but the herbicide is actually slightly more important in a way. Let's just check weeds. Yeah, field 3 is getting riggedy wrecked by weeds. Play no TMCC. I have been dealing with wheel issues that I've not had time to fix. I'm hoping, like, maybe Saturday I'll have time, about like 20 minutes or half an hour to try and solve the issue. But I do have other plans for Saturday as well. So I don't know when I'll get my wheel back running. It will be over the Christmas period. I'll get it running at some point, but it's just a case of trying to figure out time to set it all back up and run troubleshooting with it, which is always a pain when you're running something as old as G27, because the docks are all like 10 years old now. And you know, it's not really intended to be used in a modern OS, so it gets complicated. What's my favorite Christmas song? It's Fairy Tale of New York, because I have taste in music. I'm not sure if this is putting down the herbicide correctly. Oh, it is! It is, because I've already pre-herbicided this field. Yes. I just need to nip the areas that have weeds in, which is made more difficult by the fact that... Am I going to have to actually use the map to figure this out? Okay, there's some weeds back here. There they are. It has a naughty word in it? Yes, and it's pretty much the only song that is allowed to have that word in. Everything there? Yes. This is going to be some very convoluted herbiciding. Because 90% of the field is actually covered in herbicide already. I'm just looking for the little bits that aren't. Okay, that's that done. Whoa, hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I also like Christmas time, don't let the bells end by the darkness. Something wonderful about a heavy metal Christmas song. Even though Darkness really do glam metal. And spray the whole field. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be an idea. It's a waste of herbicide, but it's probably a bit easier than faffing. Definitely a bit faster. Then again, most of the middle of the field doesn't actually need to be done. I need to look up a heavy metal Christmas playlist on YouTube later, so that I can listen to it while I'm doing a bit of work. DTKIC, what? No, that's glam metal. It's a thing in glam metal where the singer, for some reason, singers just have really high-pitched voices. Ah, do they know it's Christmas? I mean, it is a Christmas classic, to be fair. It's not as good as Santa Baby, though, I mean. There's something beautiful about Santa Baby. Possibly the fact that you've been an awful good girl. So hurry down the chimney tonight. I'm actually going to pause the game here real quick because I want to change pretzel playlist. Lenny said there's only like half an hour of music in the one that I'm about to bring up. Might be even less because I've got... do I have my settings correct for pretzel real quick? Hang on. Advanced, no. Where are these settings that I'm looking for? Ah, they're down here. Okay, this is in YouTube safe mode. There we go. We're now on the Christmas playlist. Will I ever play FS17 again? No, because I burnt out of FS17 really badly. To the point where I no longer find that game fun. I don't care how terrible this Christmas playlist is, it's going to be on for the remainder of the stream. So you're going to hear it probably twice. In its entirety. Because there are only 11 songs. I might not play it again after today, but you're getting Christmas playlist today. Did I get that one bit that I missed? Yes. Little Irish music? No, this is... I saw 3 ships come sailing in. It's just that it's done in a really funky Irish style. Which I like. I like Big Giant Circles. He does some interesting takes on music. Hey, Jag! Can I turn it up? Sure. I can go higher. In Before the Next Song is hilariously imbalanced now. What is the next song? Ah, this sounds Christmassy. That's got the right level of cheese. Nothing says Christmas like cheesy music with sleigh bells. Oh no, my internet's dying again. No, internet, please be good. I think it's been offended by the cheesy Christmas music. Here's my Santa hat. I don't have a Santa hat. Okay, that's... Yes, that's the herbicide down now. How's swimming on console? Not complaining, but how? I don't know. Wait, no, I didn't want that open. Go away, you... Get. That's better. I don't know how Fleming's on console, frankly. Give me Susie Snowflake any day. How about a Christmas jumper? I don't even have a Christmas jumper. Hello, Simulator Gaming. We're in the Christmas spirit here today. Because I got bored and now we're listening to the Christmas playlist. Which has 11 songs and lasts 34 minutes. Steam Island on console yet? Check the mod up on console, James. I don't... I can't give you an answer myself. Wish I could, but I can't. Welcome back, Aaron. Is there presents this year? No. Now, timing out half of chat was fun, like twice, but maybe not this year. It's fun when there's lots of people in chat, not so fun when chat is basically dead. Okay, the grass just doesn't want to be fertilized. That's annoying. Yeah, the presents are fun when chat's super active and people get timed out at random. It's not so fun when chat struggles a lot like it has been this year, so probably best if I don't. Now the real question... Oh, 40's uploads to Giants must have failed. Because it's fully fertilized? It's not fully fertilized. It's on stage 2. You're on crutches for Christmas. Love to see it. I mean, TMCC, I spent basically all of November hacking my lungs up. And I'm still dealing with the problems that's caused. So I'm partially crippled for Christmas myself. It's just a bit less obvious. So you guys might... I might have said this, I might not. I was in field 7, which is not fully fertilized. But I like when I was coughing, I somehow managed to knock my back up, and I've got a really old mattress that isn't in the greatest condition, so that's not helping at all. You get my plaque from Giants yet? No, I'm expecting it in the new year though. Landy got in contact with them, and long story short, there was a technical issue with the plaques themselves. And they started to corrode a bit. They got a bit of corrosion on the outside. So they have been sent back to the person who made them. However, the person that made them also makes the prizes for the FSL. And that's been taken priority because the FSL is on a set schedule. So they haven't forgotten about it. But the plaques straight up haven't been sent out yet. I'm 100, like, I'm not 100%, but I'm like 300. Oh my god, what the hell, big giant circles. I'm 100% better than I was, but I'm not 100% yet. Like, I was so bad that I got sent to hospital twice. Both for chest x-rays, because it was that bad that the doctor was like, I don't know what's going on. Here, have a chest x-ray. King spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to write a song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I do not care how terrible this music is. It's making me feel brilliant. That's put me into a right good mood, this music has. Oh dear. I should probably grow a better taste in music around Christmas. Because the cheesier and more terrible it is, the more I love it. I didn't think I'd like Chip Chin Jingle Bells. No, it's not Robin Flew Away, it's Robin Laid an Egg. Also, apparently they played that in a Tesco in Upcountry in Ireland last week. And a lot of the kids that were there got very confused because they'd never heard the Batman version of Jingle Bells. It's in a what? It's on the actual like official Tesco playlist, Chris. I love Tesco now. I approve of Tesco. They sing Susie Snowflake. I've never heard of Susie Snowflake. It's in Morrison's as well. Oh my god. The shops have become sentient. They're playing memes now. What's up next on this playlist? I'm loving this playlist. Oh, Carol of the Bells. Genuinely love Carol of the Bells. As my internet derps out again. Hello, Mr. Jeremy. We're listening to the terrible Christmas playlist from Pretzel today, which has all of half an hour of music. And I'm playing it until the end of the stream, which means you will definitely hear chiptune Jingle Bells again. In fact, I completely lost it halfway through. I might keep this playlist for, like, the remainder of 2019. Even though it's, like, it will play 4 times during a stream. In its entirety. I'll definitely keep it like tomorrow, for sure. As my internet is continuing to have problems. By the way, yes, this is my black screen. Yeah, OBS or something is doing is stupid. It's either OBS or my internet, and I'm not sure which. You just love coming to the stream sometime and hear glitch hop Carol of the Bells playing for the 52nd time. It's on my end, Aaron, annoyingly. My internet's doing stupid again. I get the feeling it might continue doing this over the Christmas period because, you know, everybody's home. And people, when they're home, tend to hit up the internet. Especially in 2019. So... guys, could you tell Pat to just refresh? Unless the stream is actually putting out a black screen, which I doubt. Could you get Pat to refresh, please, guys? Oh, I see what the problem was. It was my heater being turned on. Because I've just turned it down to half power and it's kind of stabilized. What if I turn off the heater entirely? I mean, I'll be cold, but if it fixes the stream, that's kind of fine, I guess. It's grand for you. Yeah, it's misbehaving, but I mean, it's mostly stable. Time is at 6:30. That should be all the fertilizing to... Oh, crap. That'll do. My internet's gone very unstable now again. To the point where I don't really know if you guys are able to see much. Let's check on the cows, see how they're doing for everything. They need TMR, which is actually fine. Am I getting fiber? Oh, this is supposed to be fiber, TMCC. That's the thing. It's it is a fiber connection. It's just I think it's a combination of the weather, which is you can't hear me. What? Oh, is the music too loud now? Or what's... Let me just turn the music down a bit. I think it's a combination of the weather, which is atrocious today. And just the time of year that it is. I already heard this one. I think, I don't know what's causing the internet issues. but it's bloody annoying. You are required. You can hear me fine. No sound at all. I have no idea what's going on. OBS is saying everything's fine. What the hell? Okay, everything's gone to green, so hopefully you guys have audio and everything now. Aaron can hear me, Ernie can hear me, TMCC can hear me, Donnie can hear me. I might end the stream a bit early because of the... You refresh, still can't hear me. Somebody tell Paul to make sure he's actually got the sound turned on. You were trolling. Yeah, I might end the stream a bit early because of the internet issues though. Which is kind of annoying, but I mean, I can't control the internet. Fine for Frankie, Pa, and HB as well. Yeah, I don't know what the issue actually is. Oh, there goes the internet again. Come back. If you just got a buffer, that was my internet going again. It seems to just not want to be reliable today. Right, cows are up to 291,000 requirement a year. You've been listening while you work. Very nice. I need to finish tidying my room today. Because tomorrow's the last day, tomorrow's the last day for getting rid of the garbage. The garbage. So that's that fine for TMR. I'm going to leave the straw for now. The weather's horrendous. Yeah, I think it's the weather causing my internet issues. Because it is particularly bad weather today. They get the water pumps to work. Yes, they do work. They just work differently to what I thought. What I could do is bring it through to full-ons. John, let's get the straw topped up just for funsies. I could say that again. I could say what again? Like in terms of how bad the weather is, there are literally 2 different weather warnings in effect here today. For rain and for wind. So it's, you hit pretty hard by weather. Just gonna leave that drive into that for a minute. Straw. At least the combine can't be stolen. This is true. Today's been awful. Yeah. So like we're being hit by yellow weather or yellow rate of wind and rain today, which is bad. In fact, earlier on I was concerned that there might have been a power cut, and I was half planning on preemptively cancelling the stream just in case. Because I don't like having streams without endings. Wind warning for you. Yeah, Aaron, you must be down near me as well, because that's the same wind warning that we have. Which, for people who don't know what kilometers an hour are, it's about 85 to 85 to 90 or so miles an hour. So when I say like the weather is really bad, it's really bad. It's, I think, a Force 1 hurricane, in fact. Would be what that weather kind of corresponds to. It's about 68 miles an hour? Yes, yes it is, isn't it? 60 miles an hour, not 90. How did I misread it that badly? Yeah, 60... 68... Yeah, no, I got it wrong, TMCC. Somehow I miscalculated. No, that's, 90 is... Oh, 55 to 68, yeah, I got the numbers wrong. You can hear the music, but not me. That's odd. That shouldn't be a thing. I'll turn the music down a bit more. So I'm careful with the music volumes. Oop. More buffering, yeah, that was on my end. I apologize. I have zero control over this. It's snowing in Canada. Oh, Landy's going to be angry. Where in Canada are you at, Mr. Jeremy? Like, are you in the very, very general Toronto area? Like, I know where Landy's at, but, it's not something he wants to make public. Can't get into playing Shamrock, so you're playing Greenwich with Subby. The thing about Shamrock is you gotta treat it like a small farm. You know, in Canada, your cousin just messaged you and told you. Ah, okay. Where's your cousin at in Canada? General, like... Because I'm curious as to how angry Landy's going to be later. Because he's the one that has to shovel the snow. Like, if it's snowing, he has to deal with that problem. And he hates it. Wasn't anticipating going through the side-edge bunker quite this quickly, I'll be honest. Slightly concerning. Especially seeing as winter's when the animal feed requirements ramp up in the winter. He's from... Oh, Landy's gonna be angry. Landy's gonna be angry. How many day seasons do I play? I think I'm playing 9-day seasons. Just because that's the default. I forgot to change it. See you, Team CZ. I can't change it now because I'm like already into the game. Isn't the public works do that for the roads? Yes, but not for individual houses. He's got to clean the driveway and the footpath outside his house. Where is that? Ah, hello! Are you still snapping chats? Well, would I want to play 6 days? 6 days is kind of my sweet spot for seasons. See you, Paul! 9 day usually strikes me as a bit too long, but now that I've got the ability to fast forward up to 2,000 times, it's kind of acceptable, I guess. Also, did I remember to clear out the... I think the meter has been cleared out, yes. Because the next time jump is going to be to late summer, but I just need to double check on the cows throughout that to not kill them. It's summer in Australia now, yeah. And it's not just the names that are opposite, it's the seasons are opposite. Because of the Earth's rotation. The southern hemisphere is currently pointed closer to the sun. So during our winter, it is summer in Australia. So they have Christmas in the middle of the summer as opposed to the middle of the winter. Now, granted, Australian winters aren't particularly severe. You know, I talked to an Australian reasonably regular, as a medic, and he complains when it's 17 degrees that it's very cold. To which I usually reply, well, it's 5 degrees here. -9 in Canada, yeah, like... How does Santa deliver presents in the Southern Hemisphere? He brings out the summer sleigh. He actually has 2 sleighs. He goes back to the North Pole and grabs the summer sleigh. And the vape can give you something. No, I'm almost out of liquid in the vape at the moment. I forgot to bring up my spare liquid. I'm just going to ram that full of silage because it just occurred to me that it doesn't matter how empty the bunk is as long as that stays relatively full, the feed mixer. Because TMR, by the way, in FS19 is literally all the cows check. Or the game checks for to make sure the cows are at full production. Which makes more sense than checking everything. It's TMR, water and straw it checks. So if you don't put in grass or hay or silage, it doesn't really care. The game doesn't care. It just puts full production as long as you have TMR. Because that has grass / hay and silage. Your sister-in-law says 21 degrees is cold. I mean, I count anything below like 10 as cold. Even then, 10 is just like fresh. So, the next set of silage I do, which will be the autumn silage, is all going to go into the silage bunker up in the top yard that I made. -9 is freezing. No, freezing is 0. -9 is sub-freezing. -6 and a couple of inches of snow north of Pittsburgh in the States. Yeah, no thanks. You can keep it. I'm quite happy with 5 degrees and rain. Lots and lots of rain. Too much rain. Hideous amounts of rain. Welcome back, Paul. That was a 10-2. Sweet. Don't know whether to play Farm Sim or ETS. I know Pro Mods updated yesterday for ETS. Big problem for me is I do need to buy the new DLC, and I'm keeping some money currently set aside for next month's Navigraph subscription. Because that's kind of my priority, is keeping my X-Plane nav data up to date, because I play X-Plane more than I play Euro Truck. Wow, it looks sweet. Yeah, that was really good fun to go see. That video is doing really well as well. Like, granted, to go see it, I literally just walked down the town. And Season's going to console. Never! They currently have a Christmas parade going on? Dude, that's what the tractor parade was here. It was a Christmas parade. A Christmas event. Oh yeah, Euro Truck, yeah. They got the World of Trucks Christmas event going on. But that doesn't work very well with Pro Mods. The John Deere Forage Harvester. That's Giant's Christmas present to everybody, is the John Deere Forage Harvester that almost everybody said should have been in the game from day one, is finally going to be in the game a year later. I'm sure it'll come to consoles in the next decade or so. I don't... Here's the funny thing, right? And this is true. After Friday... I'm sure some of you will need some time to think about this. After Friday, there will be no more Farm Sim mods this decade. Friday will be the last release of Farm Sim mods this decade. So yeah, actually, Martin, that's a really good point. The tank that goes back on the back of the Zerion. Which is odd, because there was some hints of that. Well, Mr. Jeremy hasn't figured out why. Starting the 24th. Oh wait, are they finishing up the 24th? That's a Tuesday, isn't it? Oh god, I've confused everybody. This is brilliant. I've confused people. I'm claiming success. Yeah, Mr. Jeremy, the straight answer is Giants tend to finish up just before Christmas, and then they're done until the new year, because there's no point in coming back in for like 3 days. 24th on a post. Oh, okay, that's a bit odd. Usually I finish up a bit before then. 24th is Tuesday. Yeah. I would have thought they'd finish up Friday, quite honestly. And just take Monday and, you know, take a bit more time off. They kind of deserve it, because, I mean, as much as we all complain and whinge and whine, as they just said, made in biogas. So I can actually answer that question, Mr. Jeremy, in the way that it happens in real life. So in the BGA, in real life, you put waste materials in. So it's usually chaff goes in real life, and a bit of manure and some bacteria, and the bacteria ferment the chaff, sometimes silage. I think it's actually quite often, yeah, it's silage. They ferment the silage, the sugars in the silage, into methane, into something else. I can't remember what it is. the byproduct of which is methane, which is the biogas. They fermented into alcohol and methane as a side product, and they're both considered biogases. And the ethanol, the alcohol produced, can be used as fuel, and the methane is sent into the gas pipe system of wherever the BJ is located. But there is still a nutrient slurry left, because the bacteria will want to degrade, and whatever's left is basically full of nutrients that the bacteria can't handle, but which plants can. And that's called digestate. That's, you know, the swill that's left at the bottom of the tank when it's all done. And that swill is very convenient, very conveniently, really useful as fertilizer. So in Farm Sim, it used to be the case that it was just counted as slurry. Now it's counted correctly as digestate. And in real life as well, there are farms that take digestates from biogas plants that and they use it as fertilizer. What do I work as? I am a full-time YouTuber, but I am also I'm qualified as a scientist. Hence why I'm kind of counteracting myself, or contradicting myself a small bit in various places, because I'm working out certain reactions in my head as I go. And just thinking about it, the bacteria wouldn't be producing methane and alcohol, they'd just be producing methane. The alcohol, I guess, would be there, but it wouldn't be as useful. You could totally produce ethanol in a BJ, but how you get it out of the slurry is a questionable matter. Unless the alcohol be significantly less dense and then it would float on top. You take manure from water treatment plant to use and a manure spreader. Yeah, because again, that's full of nutrients that have been taken out of the rocks. Like the slurry even from water treatment plants is really useful. Or the manure from the water treatment plants, and sometimes the slurry, if there's still water in it, or a lot of water in it, really useful as fertilizer because, hey, it's got nutrients in that the plants want. You know, some people who maybe aren't as knowledgeable in science, I'm not going to say aren't knowledgeable at all, but some people who don't realize that, you know, will think, oh, the only slurry that is useful on a farm is from cows and pigs and sometimes chickens and animals. So in FS19 you make silage, you throw that in the BGA and it converts to biogas, which is the money you get, and digestate, which is the slurry that comes out of it as well. So the BGA is actually one of the most hilariously overpowered things in the game. Because you get free fertilizer, which means you can get your next crop grown grown a lot cheaper, and you get free money. The same goes for cows. Yeah, you put grass silage or hay silage and straw, and well, you get straw from your crops. Grass is a crop. Silage comes from grass, as does hay. So you're putting all this stuff into the cows, and they produce manure, which you can totally use as a fertilizer, and slurry, which you can also totally use as a fertilizer to grow your grass and your crops much more cheaply. So cows are hilariously overpowered, and they produce milk, which is basically free money. Speaking of, do I have much milk stored up? None. Because none of my cows have given birth yet. It's a sewage plant. Oh yeah, that totally works as fertilizer. We are at about 7 o'clock. We've done pretty well today. We've got, 9,000 litres of TMR ready to go. 60,000 litres of silage waiting to go, 45,000 litres of straw, and 15,500 litres of hay, which is being counted as grass because of reasons. Yeah, it's because it literally is human poo. And we also have... Wrong window. We also have 6,000 litres of slurry and... I'm gonna say about... a metric butt ton, literally, of manure ready to go. So, planting season... Planting for year 2 on this map is going to be very cheap. It's going to be hideously cheap, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some of the oats into the seed mixer and seed maker and just buy some herbicide. Leave that run over the winter, and in theory, you might have enough seeds produced from that to. Do you know what I could totally do now? Is GS cheap money. Minus 3.7 million. I can totally do that now. Because we can, in a pinch, sell the manure. But I think we're going to be making money pretty nicely moving forward here. In a real pinch, I can start carting some of the silage over to the BGA, but I don't think we've quite got enough land to do that yet. How much would field 4 cost? 207, 129. Okay, so maybe should have bought another field first. Can I afford a field at all? Maybe field 12? 28k, 32k. I'd like to get like a grass field or 2 down this area to feed into the BGA. But that's like everything now I think is totally workable on this map. Without me needing to do another cash injection. Because once the cows have given birth, they'll start producing milk like there's no tomorrow. Especially with 50 of them. So we'll have basically infinite milk. I'll just get that gate open because we'll need it to get the milk out. And the milk is where we're going to be making the bulk of our cash, I think. That's the way that I'm kind of planning this map is the milk will be... Come on, internet. The milk's planned, at least, to be the bulk of the cash we make. The crops are going to go back into the seed mixer seed maker to make more crops. And ideally down the road, I'd like to get some BGA going as well. But I think milk is going to be our big earner for now. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and we'll continue on. Until then... Stay safe, and hope my internet stabilizes for tomorrow. Bye-bye.